Welcome back, guys, to episode number 26. I know what you're thinking. Where did episode 25 go? Lads, someone want to explain that? Where's
the
the
X
missing
Files.
episode?
The
The
Lost
X-Files, yeah.
Files.
It
Where's-
got corrupted.
Oh, is that what happened? I like that thinking. Yeah, we recorded episode 25 in front of a live studio audience, and it was a bit of a if I'm being honest with you. It was definitely our worst episode. I think it was our worst thing we've ever produced, if I'm being perfectly honest. We've done like almost 50 episodes at this point.
I'd have to agree. Apologies to everyone that came through that night.
I don't. Their questions were trash, bro. They were part of the reason.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't think it was as bad as you guys thought it was, but like it was in terms of like, okay, so we basically gave up on the episode because it was just an editing nightmare. Like we didn't have enough mics split between all the audience, and it was like one person talking from the other side of the room, and you couldn't hear the audio properly, and it was just awkward because people hadn't been on it like before. So yeah, it was just weird.
Yeah,
I
to be
just thought it was
honest with you-
shit. I just thought
Yeah.
it was shit.
So did I,
It was
honestly.
just shit.
Honestly, yeah. Like your mic aspect, that's irrelevant because there's a level of authenticity if someone's like, "Oh, like, hello, sort of effect, right?" But that content was rubbish. So let's just set the groundwork. We spent like an hour debating what the best way is for a prime theme taste test, right?
I don't even want
So
to
the-
talk about this.
I want to talk about it.
I don't even want to talk
I want to talk about this because I want to get off my shoulders
We are
because it was
plonkers.
horrendous, bro. So basically, the idea of the chat came when I chucked in a picture, right, of a guy doing taste test, hiding the bottles with a cardboard box. Okay, I don't know why we didn't end up doing that way, but we didn't, right? We did it a little bit of scuffed way. We had one of the audience members, shout out Sachin. He's put the actually don't even shout him out. Honestly, he should have called us. Should have called out immediately. He was pouring the liquids. We had a bunch of orange themed drinks, right? One of them was the new Orange Prime drink, energy drink. It's an energy
Orange
drink.
and mango, yeah, the carbonated version.
Yeah, yeah,
Energy
okay.
drink, yeah.
Yeah. So with a bunch of other stuff like Lucasade. There was what was the disgusting one that Jay was saying is not bad?
San Pellegrino.
Oh,
That's
San
it, the San
Pellegrino.
Pellegrino,
That's
right?
disgusting.
Horrible, right?
If you
Luke,
drink
Didn't help.
that,
It was out for like 2 hours.
yeah, yeah.
Just finish your life.
In what way?
I don't know, bro. Just something in it. Just
Oh,
disgusting
Get
drink.
out of the country.
Full
You said
brown
it.
men saying
You
that.
said it.
Yeah, so anyway, what ended up happening is all the drinks were poured out, and if anybody's seen Prime before, there's quite a big problem with our taste test because we could see the colors. So it quite literally ruined the whole thing. So
what
we
were the
debating.
what were the other drinks? Just to
It was like
compare?
Fanta, it was Lucasade, it
Mirinda.
was San Pellegrini, Mirinda, and it was it Prime? Was that it? Was those just 5?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
And Prime is clear,
Yeah, and Prime is clear.
basically.
And the rest are orange. Now the thing is, which is the most annoying bit to me, is we had one of the live studio audience members setting up the drinks. He didn't point out. Then we had everybody else look at the drinks and say, there's a bit of a flaw in your guys' plan. Nobody pointed it out. Meantime, we were debating the best way to do this for like 45 minutes.
Probably
50
longer
minutes?
than that.
It was an embarrassing time waste. But hey,
Yeah, it
go.
was. It wasn't the best. Like everyone was coming to us saying, "Yeah, I think there's a problem," but I don't want to say what it is because if I say what it is, then it'll draw
Say
attention to
it.
it, and then you'll
Like,
know what the issue.
I love
is.
how they say that. Like we can't see with our own eyes, clear versus orange, bro.
All they could have said was, "You should probably just put a lid on each cup so you can't see into the cup."
Yeah,
what?
that would have helped. That would have helped. That would have potentially saved the video a little bit, but it would have been scrapped in the end.
Yeah, I
anyway,
can't
so-
lie. The rest of the content was ass anyway, so it is what it is.
Although we brought some stuff forward into this episode, so
Have we?
yeah.
Have we? You're not supposed to give
Recycling.
away that. I just told the episode was rubbish and just say we're using content, bro.
No, the good parts. The good parts.
Oh, say
Good
less, say less. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes?
Yeah. That's
Ah, yeah.
6.5.
Ooh, you're really testing the boundaries now, bro. Anyway, we got a bit of a game, an actual game that this time hopefully works, right? Fingers crossed.
Is everyone's audio okay? Yeah. Say less.
It's funny you say that, by the way, because your screen has died for me, so your video is not working for me.
Oh,
but we
okay.
move.
Okay, we move.
We move. So
What a great start!
yeah, fantastic start, bro.
All right, so
Go
yeah,
on.
the game is most likely to. So we're gonna. I got quite a few here actually. Might not do them all, but got some scenarios here, etc. and we'll see who's most likely to. See what the general group consensus is. So without further ado, the first one is most likely to go to jail.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, who?
Very interesting one.
Who wants to go first? That
Very
offering,
interesting. I'm looking around and I only see one man in a hat inside doors.
That's a stereotype.
No, it's the black
You're-
one as
you're
well with the
profiling.
silver
Alright,
back.
fine. Alright,
You're
fine.
profiling.
All right, fine. I'm looking around. I only see one man wearing a silver chain.
What does that mean?
Jay's probably got one on, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. He definitely does underneath. You can't see it in here,
Oh,
so
my
it fits the agenda.
Yeah, if you wear that specific nightcap with the silver tick, yeah.
Oh,
road.
100%.
Urban street.
Urban, bro.
You man are profiling, bro.
I'm saying
Profiling,
Hassan's most likely to go to
styling.
jail. How about you guys?
Yeah, definitely me, bro. Look at me, bro.
Oh, dear. For what though? For what though?
Yeah, what are we saying? What would I go for jail for?
We said before, didn't we? Harsh is like most likely to go to jail for like fraud. Isn't that what we said?
I'm the last
Yeah.
person to go for
Harshu
jail.
is not
for
you're
fraud,
creating
bro.
fraud out of anyone here.
To be fair, though, I don't condone.
Don't say to be fair though, bro, and then don't condone that.
HMRC
Don't add up,
sponsor
bro.
What money are they going to give out?
us. Tax rebates.
Great.
There you go, fraud. All right, next question.
Yeah. These guys are
Uh,
confusing.
the next one is who's most likely to murder?
Oh my god, bro. The same question.
Yeah, we're
You
getting
just-
into this, bro. Who's most likely
Um,
to murder? I think Jay's got a bit of a psychopath in him.
You know what? I'm back it. I'm back
I
it.
think
You
he's
know?
got a sign of it psycho in
Jay's
him.
got that Jeffrey Dahmer look
Go on,
about him,
you-
honestly.
Oh, yeah, I thought
Explain.
you were saying Epstein there for a second. I was like, whoa, whoa.
Go on,
You had to
explain.
say facts. You had to hit the like octave, like the higher note, bro, to an
Yeah.
agreement.
Nah. I think Jay, man. What are you not saying?
Where you don't even say where this has come from.
I don't know, man. You just give me some. I just get a bit of calculated psycho vibes from you, innit?
I'm
I'll
telling
take
you,
calculated
Jeffrey
at least.
Dahmer. That's what I'm saying, Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. Jay would be like, invite Mandem around and then
I just fuck him in the
bodies.
arse.
Oh my god.
Every episode.
Oh my god.
Someone's got to, bro. Someone's got to.
Oh,
God. Well,
What are you gonna do? Cut that or bleep that?
that would take it to
Kind of like
prison as
Jeffrey
well.
Dahmer.
Yeah, to be fair, it fits. I like the narrative. What are you saying?
Ooh, I don't know, you know. None of you come across like
Oh, thanks.
Hope,
a
hope
murderer,
not.
bro.
Hope
Like,
that's the
none-
bare minimum, bro.
I don't feel like none of you have got it in you. I'll be real.
Oh,
Not
cheers,
even
bro.
none of us all together. I don't know, but the most likely to,
Yeah, thanks. That is the question.
most likely to. I don't know. I feel like Hamza, only
Really?
because the other two can't. I feel like you watch a lot of UFC. You'd know how to.
I'm watching
if
it
you
right
wanted
now,
to.
actually.
Same. So if you had to, you would know how to. If you get me. But I feel like the other two are just too laid.
All right.
back.
Well, if you had to, how? Okay, never mind. Next question.
Right, naked choke. No. All right, fair enough.
What about you two?
Yeah, anyone else? Got any?
What about Jay? What do you
I
think?
said probably Jay. It's because I can
reckon.
Jeffrey Dahmer style, bro. I
Okay. Why am I being
calculated.
profiled as a serial killer? What's
That's
up?
what this
the other
episode
guy,
is
bro.
profiling, bro.
That's the title done.
I reckon Harshu could murder someone by accident and then it'll get overturned as manslaughter.
Ooh, that is rather specific.
Jay bringing
you
in
know.
technicalities.
Yeah, see, this is why he's
Oh.
calculated, bro. He knows how to get out of it, bro.
100%.
I wanna
He
shout
knows
out
the
life
different laws, how much you'll get away with what for
Yeah,
what.
bro, the different laws that manslaughter and murder, bro. Really high end knowledge. That you need a degree for that, bro.
There's a difference between 25 and 25 for life, isn't it?
True.
Oh
True.
god. Oh,
All right,
fair
next one,
enough.
bro.
The next one is most likely to be murdered.
What are these questions, bro? You
Who's
pulled
most
out
likely
your
to get
arse.
murdered, bro?
I'm gonna say me because I'm a pacifist, bro. I'm a pacifist at heart.
So you just give it up. You give yourself up, be like, I don't want to live.
Just give it up.
Honestly,
Just don't give yourself up, bro.
Just turn around. And be
What do you
like, "Go on
mean?
then.
Like,
Do your
give us a scenario. What's happening here? Paint the picture.
Getting mugged, getting. What do you think? give me your phone.
He's getting my. Like, no, you know what? Stab me as well. It's calm.
Give it one offer. Don't worry, you get less time for it. Technicalities.
You know what? You know what? Let's look this up. You know,
I
that's
know,
actually a
I
good
know a
point.
guy. Jay.
What are you looking up?
Yeah, what are you looking up?
Are you looking up how to get mugged?
Yeah, bro. Sentence
Send a
for-
GTA robber on you, bro.
What do you call if someone gets stabbed? One stab, they don't die. That's just assault, right?
Assault, yeah.
Assault with a
with
deadly weapon.
Deadly weapon, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Alright, you man
assault? Isn't that
procrastinate.
intent to
No, it's
murder? though?
GBH, no?
Nah, your intent, but what if your intent wasn't to murder? It was just to hurt him.
Grievous bodily harm.
Herpes.
Okay. Intent to...
Bro, okay,
Sorry.
threatening with a weapon, right? I know this is not exactly the question. Mandatory minimum sentence for threatening offences is 6 months.
Okay.
But what
Not
about
bad,
getting
bro.
dipped and dying?
Yeah, there's a lot. Honestly, you type in sentence for assault with deadly weapon, you get a lot. Okay,
Damn.
there's a
Right.
lot. There's a lot here.
Damn.
Some are saying, we'll just say 5.
Jay,
5 to
what's the
15 years.
what's the time, bro? You tell us, Mr. Lawyer.
Yeah, bro. You know what? He doesn't know the difference between manslaughter and murder, bro. It's
And
true, it's a good
murder.
point.
To be fair, if Massam wants to die, that's consent, so it's 0. That's it.
You know what? Ah, you
True.
got this guy.
That's just euthanasia.
Die, bro. I'm
This
you're onto
guy,
something.
bro.
You're onto something.
Jade Armor, bro.
That's unreal, Jeffrey J. Dahmer, bro. That's so good. That's so
Oh
good.
God.
Jay
Oh,
Freed
God.
Armor.
Man,
Go
alright,
on.
fair enough.
Only I answered the question. Nobody else is gonna.
Yeah, move on. Honestly, we don't need to answer.
I vote for my son too.
Yeah, I vote for my son.
Yeah, Massam.
Cool.
But
There
why?
we go.
Because you said so.
Yeah,
you
you,
want
just
to,
like,
bro.
you look like the type of guy in it.
One of
You
us
do
has
it
got to
all
die in it. So.
I'll take that on my shoulders, bro. I respect that. I'll
Fair.
firm
So,
that.
I respect it, bro.
That
That's
affirm.
you shining.
All right, the next one I got here. I got a few
Quite
which are
literally
like.
wouldn't have colour in my skin at that point, but yeah. Carry on.
Why are you bringing colour your skin into this?
Yeah, whoa,
He's
bro.
profiling again, bro.
In here. Unbelievable.
I'm just saying, you know, when you die, you lose colour in your skin. You become all grey in that.
True. Rigor mortis
Jay
and
would
that.
know.
I seen Scream. Yeah, Jay would know.
That's it. We're profiling Jay as a murderer from this episode moving forward. All right, the next one I got here.
lads.
And I'll-
If
I'll-
you also
talking
think Jay's a
about?
murderer, like our poll.
Yeah. Fair.
The Hosh will forget to post.
Whoops. All right, I'll double up some of these questions. So, who's most likely to become a millionaire? Most likely to become bankrupt?
Ooh. All of us.
Yeah, because Atypical going to the moon.
To the
Come
moon,
on.
B.
And then,
Right,
and then also, all then again,
Outside
all
of
of us.
atypical. Outside of
Oh,
atypical.
Then we all, and then we all lose it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, they all go bankrupt. I would
Outside of
say-
atypical, who's most likely to?
I feel like Hashi might be most likely to become a millionaire, you know?
Really?
Potluck.
I don't know, but
Yo, man said that.
Man said potluck and that's backhand compliment,
postcode
man.
lottery, bro.
Postcode lottery.
You think
shout out,
Slough's
bro.
winning that?
Yeah.
You're gonna pick
It's
Slough.
Langley. It's Langley, bro. Pot of Windsor now. Come on.
Oh, give it a rest.
Yeah, but that's the ends of Windsor. You ain't getting-
Oh, man. I think
Mm.
Hashi is most likely to become a millionaire. Bankrupt. Oh, I might say me, you know?
Really?
Make a few dumb decisions. Make a few dumb financial decisions.
I mean, you do have a disclaimer like ready and prepped every time.
Yeah, every time. Every
God,
time.
chuck it in, Hamza.
No. I need to give
Bankrupt
something
is-
first before I say it.
Bankrupt is hard, yet. Bankrupt is hard.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all
what are you guys
financially
thinking?
not dumb. I was going to say
Getting
something
more-
way more offensive there, but I stopped.
Remember my overdraft, lads?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's an overdraft for the
Are you still on
ages.
one?
No, bro.
I hope
He's making
not.
the ends, bro. Come on.
That was for uni only. That was a
Yeah.
dark
Okay,
time.
you're not the only one who went to overdraft for uni, to be fair. That's pretty common, I'm sure. Especially living out in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
it's
So,
tough.
Gunnar, what are you guys thinking? Millionaire bankrupt. Come on. TikTok, mate. Chop chop.
I'll say Mr. Actor. Because if he
Actors
blows in a movie,
Harbour. From the yellow carpet to the red.
you know what I'm saying?
Where did the
100%.
yellow carpet come from? You more racism, more profiling.
I was going to say, I wonder why it's yellow, bro. That's what I was thinking in my head. I wonder why it's
Curry
yellow.
carpet, bro.
Bro,
The curry
it's because the
carpet.
pigment, bro. Nothing to do with curry. What the flip?
Whoa, what are you talking about, bro?
Excuse me, pigment of what?
Yeah, it must
All right, moving on. Jay was yeah, millionaire and bankrupt. I don't know, bruv. I don't know.
I reckon, yeah. I'd say
Bankrupt's too hard.
Hamza if his crypto tanks.
That's the thing, but like,
if
yeah, that's the thing. It's a big. I feel okay.
has.
You know what? You know what? I've decided my answer.
Already
I'm not
seen
trying
the
to.
mark in
I'm
the
not trying to
microphone
will
once.
it into existence.
It's already
I
been
know-
willed.
I know my answer. I would say
And
Hamza's
then you
most,
double down.
bro. That's why Hamza's most likely to be a millionaire and also most likely to get bankrupt.
I'll take
That's
it.
my
innit?
answer.
I'll
Yeah,
take
to be
it.
fair though,
I'll take it.
either to the
Alright.
moon or 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 3 right now. All right, so
Whoa, that's halfway there, bro. That's concerning.
all right, I have 2 here, which in now looking at it in hindsight, the answer's so obvious. Sleep the least at night and never leave the house. We all know it's Massam. We all know it's Massam. I just put it in here purposely so we could slew him a little bit.
I reckon
Listen,
Harshu's most likely to sleep the least at night.
No way.
Not anymore.
Massam, bro. Archie sleeps at 9, bruv.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but he's also doing shit till like 2, 3 a.m.
You lot just don't know what I get up to. You know, I sleep like it depends on the
Ooh,
day. I sleep at
suspicious
like
Don, bro.
depends on the
Suspicious.
day.
We've defo chatted, and he's told me, yeah, he does stuff
Yeah.
till late.
Jay actually
bro.
knows. Jay knows. I've told Jay. But yeah,
Oh, wow, you just keep your secrets so much, Massam.
it's the murder connection. You know what I'm
Suspicious
It's
saying?
the
Don,
India-Pakistan divide has returned.
It's
It's
2 man that
returned.
don't profile versus 2 that do. That's what I'm
It was just Jay telling me his ways of where he's hid the bodies and all that, and so I had to stay awake for him
Whoa.
and help him out.
Whoa, don't let the FBI agent hear that.
The FBI.
The FBI.
What's the FBI
Mike-
version of the UK, bro? MI6.
MI5, MI6.
MI6?
I don't know the difference.
Yeah, there's different.
You don't know the
qualifiers.
difference
One's-
between MI5 and MI6.
No.
Go on, Jay. Bro,
Go
you
on,
got the
Jay.
law degree, Jay. Come on, man.
One's national security internal to the UK, and one's out.
Oh, say
Ah,
that.
great. Someone
Let's
paid
move on,
attention
bro.
doing James Bond.
He's only one of them.
All
Yeah,
right,
got one, bro.
Oh,
So,
Geechee.
What? You went on, she.
Sorry. I think you won. Sorry, carry
What
on.
Alright,
word did
well,
you just say?
moving on.
Is that Don's name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, Justin.
Oh god. All right. Harsh is just watching the fights at the same time, so his brain can't handle multitasking. So
I apologize.
he's gonna have Tourette's this episode. All right. So the next one.
What is the correlation? What's going
He's
on?
just shouting stuff out. Sure is. All right.
Okay.
Oh
there you
my goodness, bro,
Oh,
he
yeah.
has problems. This guy actually has issues.
go. He does.
Hamza
He's
just
hella
told us what we had. What I had, bro.
Yeah,
What we had, bro.
Oh,
You.
sorry.
Yeah,
What I
alright.
have. What I have.
Right. Let's wrap up. Most likely to. So, which one have I got here? I've got most likely to go on Love Island.
Massam, because he fucking watches it on a
yeah,
daily
there's only
basis.
one
bro.
dickhead that
No,
watches
no,
it.
no. Are you kidding me? The Dons on Love Island, like flipping.
Idiots like you, yeah.
No.
Illiterate idiots, yeah.
No.
Nah, there's been a
Um,
doctor on there, I swear.
Yeah, there was yeah, I'm sure there have definitely been dons that are smart, like got high level
Yeah.
degrees and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I like how that's what you think I'm going for. their emotional intelligence, yeah, because the show is not prefaced on the fact that outside perspective, like their outside beauty. I would say they like getting told on. So the fact is like the Hums and Horseshoe.
You think
I'm
Archie's
going
got height,
Horseshoe.
bro?
Relative to us two. Relative to us two.
It's not far
Wait,
off, bro.
Wait, I don't get it. What did you say? the de facto what?
They're like
You
getting
said they
tall,
like
handsome
getting tall
innit?
people on the show.
Yeah.
I'm not
so,
tall.
relative to me and Jay, it eliminates me and Jay. So I'm saying it's between you two.
Bro, I'm on the same bracket as you two, bro.
Alright, then I'm
You're
gonna-
a couple brackets higher than us.
I ain't tall at all, fam.
I would say Jay. I think Jay. I was gonna go Harshy, but I changed my mind. I'm going Jay.
Nah, definitely Harshu more than
You know what? None of us are going on it, bro. Let's just be honest. Ain't none
course
of us
not,
ever
bro.
going on, bro. Screw
Harshu
this.
could pull it off. I can't pull it off.
I
Yeah.
can't pull it off shit, fam. I'd fucking
on,
discuss myself
Oshi,
fucking
tell
on,
me-
bro.
Tell me you need to talk to me. I need to have a chat with you. Go on,
Alright,
roleplay
babe.
it.
Go on, take me away. Chat to me.
No, you're supposed to be the man.
No, exactly. So
I
God,
don't
you
know
think-
what's going on. Look
I
at
ain't got no
that
riz,
face,
bro. Well, I ain't got no riz, bro. Why are you trying to? I'm not trying to riz you up. You're trying to riz me up, bro.
I have no riz too, bro. I have
no,
no
no,
riz
try
too.
it. Try
I'll
it.
go
Look
to
at his
riz.
face, bro.
Hamza's face is frozen on our screens, by the way. Hamza, can you refresh while we're trying to get Hosh to riz me up? Go on, Hosh, riz me up.
I'm
Nah,
recording.
he's moving. He's moving.
I got no
God.
riz, bro. I got no riz.
You got the riz? All right, never mind. You got
Yeah.
that cataclysmic riz. Say less. I know them ones.
All right, Massam, you chat me. I'm gone.
I've got that non-existent riz, bro. Don't hold me.
Clarismic.
Oh my god.
Massam's got that repulsion, Riz.
I don't know. Listen, Jay, you got that PhD in rizology, bro. Bust out.
Yeah. Go on.
Go, bust out. Give me one
That's-
line. You got one
that's
line.
That's for the Patreon.
Okay.
say less.
Okay. All right. Was that your final question? The Love Island one? Seriously?
Yeah. No. I got some more. I
Alright.
got some more.
Okay.
I
I like
He's about
this.
to- He's
I
about
like
to
this.
think some off the spot right now.
No. I'll list the ones I got. Just pick one, and we'll end the most likely to on that. I've got join a cult.
Just do quick fire. Don't tell us all.
Okay, quick
Do
fire.
quick fire.
Most likely to join a cult.
Me.
Oh, sure.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Alright, so let's, most likely to go a week without a shower.
Hamza? No, you do. No, never mind. I take that back immediately.
He's the most
Jay.
depressed.
It's definitely not Massam because he showers like 4
Yeah,
times.
He shouts
My hair's
400 a
still
day.
wet,
Still
bro.
stinks like shit.
That's actually peak because that cuts deep, you know.
No, it isn't. No, I'm joking. I know you don't
That
mean it.
cuts deep.
I know you don't mean it because first of all, I don't leave the house. How
Yeah,
can you know?
exactly.
You left the house
Hamza.
today still.
No, I didn't.
You left the house today.
Come on,
I-
Hamza.
I'm gonna say me because I'm always wearing a hat apparently.
Yeah, it's shoot, Jay.
So I smell.
I
it. My hair
could go a
smells.
week if I had to. If I had no water, go a week easy.
Yeah, them ones there. You know
Yeah,
them
yeah.
ones.
No shit. All right. Late to every motive. Jay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jay.
Most likely to get bullied.
Did any of us
Bloody
get
hell.
bullied?
Did you say? Did you just say? Did
I-
anyone else get bullied?
No, I said, did
And-
any of us?
Oh,
Bro, the school we went to, everyone got bullied.
Yeah, I feel like everyone.
But if everyone got bullied, no one got bullied.
don't think that's how it works.
I really don't think that's not.
Don't think that's how it works.
But there you go then. What were you saying? Most likely to get bullied.
I'm gonna say Hamza you because your friendship group was way more toxic.
Yeah,
So
sure.
de facto.
Fair enough. All right, there we go then. That's what I had.
Nice.
That's what I had.
Nice. We're not gonna finish
30.
off on the kid question.
Oh, yeah. Actually, let's do it. Sounds
Alright,
mad.
so-
The other two are confused, but Matt, I'm good for
Yeah.
it.
Let me explain. So we were having discussions last night on the party chat, and then it came down to the idea of, I think actually Sachin was the one who posed the question.
That's
So-
never a good start.
Yeah, of course not. But don't worry, this was the
You know,
sixth
you
one
know.
he posed. Yep, this was the sixth one he posed. So the qualifier is you have a child, right? Gender don't matter in this case. They're how old? Like 7, 8,
Yeah. Yeah.
6, 7, 8, right? That age, right? You have to let one of the other current co-hosts. The question was for the wider friend group, but the current co-host.
Stop before you say another word, please.
What?
Are you saying look after the kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was gonna say the
What
same.
were you thinking?
What the flip are you
What were
thinking about, bro?
Wait. I wanna
Wait,
know-
hold
no,
on.
wait.
Bro,
What were
I
you
ain't having.
thinking, bro?
This man.
This
wait,
guy-
this
yeah,
man
he's
top
got-
right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
or wherever he is. Yeah, that
He'll be bottom
nonce,
left.
I ain't having.
He'll be bottom
near
left,
my
yeah.
kid.
That guy there. That guy there.
Top right in the
I just-
thumbnail. Nonsense.
Bro,
Oh, that way. Oh, no.
bro, where the fit with your mind go? All right, yeah, I pointed to every direction. By the way, we're not the one who edits it. Yeah, so yeah, okay. I'll repeat the question. 6, 7, 8. One of the co-hosts have to take care of the child for a day. We'll say a day, not a week. Nothing too ridiculous. Who are we saying? Me and Hamza already
one
talked
day.
about this. One day.
Yeah,
one
you
day.
can laugh off one day.
Okay.
Who are you most likely to let?
As in,
look after your
it's
kid for a
my
day?
kid, yeah, and one
Yeah,
of you
yeah,
lot
yeah.
got to take care of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I would say the most. That's tough, because we're all fucking idiots, bruv. in one way or another, like Jay will take care of him or her, and then forget to feed her or something. My son will just completely neglect him or her. Like, he'll just be like, I'm watching fucking Equestrian, fam. You.
Thanks.
Hamza will feed the child because he's gonna eat too.
It's a fat
Because
joke.
that's all you do.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
my
was-
Goodness.
But then, like, he'll probably leave the yard and just forget the kid or something. So That's tough, you know. That's hard.
So
But I'd say
your
the most
answer was
sensible
no
is Jay.
answer?
Those opinions.
I'd say
Yeah,
Jay.
you say Jay.
I'd say
Jay.
Jay. I'd
Mad.
say out of you three, I'd say he's the most sensible in that sense. I feel like I'd have the
Wow.
most trust with my youth with Jay. 100%.
It's funny because
Wow.
Jay was on the bottom of Massam's list.
Swear down.
Bottom.
Look at
Hold on,
bottom.
wait,
We're talking about the
hold
wider
on.
friendship group as well, bro.
Bottom of my
Hold on.
list.
No,
On your
no,
list.
No, chill out.
Oh,
chill
you're
out.
above your
everyone.
brother. You're above your
No.
brother. But
No,
you're
no,
still
no, chill.
bottom.
Yeah, there you go. Hold on,
Bottom
hold on.
of the list, you know.
No, chill out.
Above your
So,
brother, but he's still bottom.
no,
Wait,
our
Are we
question is
doing
us-
everyone?
Our
Oh,
question
we're
is
just doing us.
obviously
Let's do us.
Okay.
the conversation started with the wider friendship group,
Got you.
where I said a certain guy who literally is not awake during normal hours would definitely be lost on that list,
Yeah,
right?
Oh,
De facto lost.
de facto.
And then
Jay, are
yeah.
you still sleeping? I swear you sleep.
He's
normal.
talking about Rav.
yeah, I'm talking about his brother,
Oh,
bro.
I think you said Jay was. No, okay, my
Nah,
bad,
nah,
my
nah.
bad.
Yeah, you're lost, bro. You're lost in this segment, Carl. And then
Harshi
Hamza.
was last for me as well. So
Listen, all right, I'll tell you my
Oh,
I'll tell you my ranking for you.
Why was
two
I
here,
second
right?
last? This is.
No, to be fair, you were like actually maybe fourth last, fourth or third last. I won't
Many
mention the other
people.
two.
Mid-table.
because- Yeah, you're mid-table. I won't mention the other
Okay.
two. I said Hamza number one because he actually lives with his nieces and nephews. So he's got a lot of
Oh, I forgot
Yeah,
to take
yeah,
that
yeah.
into consideration.
yeah. You've got
yeah, I've actually had to look
the most-
after children.
Yeah, the most important factor.
Yeah, he lives with kids. I forgot.
Yeah, he
that.
lives with kids.
So-
Why did you say it like that?
Yeah, I say it like that,
Nah,
bro.
I just said it normally, bro. Why are you
Yeah,
taking it? Like that?
fair, fair.
Okay, all right.
That's why I said he lives with his nieces and nephews, bro. I
Yeah,
made sure
yeah,
to
yeah.
qualify. All right, Hamza
Nah,
one,
fairs.
and then I said you too, Harshu, as in
Okay.
you number two, and then Hamza immediately replied with that, like he'd put alcohol in the milk.
I don't even remember saying that.
That is word for word what he said, right? That is word for word what he
He's
said.
You're probably not wrong.
Yeah,
I
just a little bit of
concerned.
whiskey help you sleep better. I come
a
back,
light
my
cup.
kid's just like, all right, dad.
I might do that with Jay's kid, but I respect your religion. You
Oh,
get
yeah,
me?
fair.
Come on,
So
I
I
got
respect
you.
that.
I got
Oh,
Jay,
yeah,
your
yeah.
kid's liver.
Although-
Jay, your kid's liver's finished.
Just
Little
poison my
Noah.
kid, yeah, that's fine. But that's okay.
Strongest,
That's okay.
strongest organ in the body, right, Harshu?
Regenerative, man. I'm telling you.
Regenerative, that's
Facts,
it.
Telling you.
facts.
And then I mean, then Jay, that gives you last here. To be honest. I mean,
Jay's
the fact
fuming.
lost.
Still ain't
Jay's
given a reason.
fuming.
Man just said lost.
I just feel like Jay, you're too serious, innit? You wouldn't be necessarily sometimes like. Stop.
Man,
Stop.
stop.
He
I
just
think
thought
you
he
lagged.
lagged. I thought he lagged.
I should have lagged.
You should have done that.
Which is
should've
funny
done that.
because when he said that yesterday, I was like, I feel like I'm more serious than Jay, but I guess, yeah, I've got nephews and nieces.
But you've
so
got
that makes
experience. If you didn't have experience, I'd actually also put you.
sense.
on the
Oh,
bottom.
Bob, alright, so
Yeah, because you'd
Nah,
be boring,
Jay's
innit?
Jay's
You'd be boring,
definitely
innit?
more serious than you, Hamza.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay's definitely more serious.
Oh,
And
also,
I'll take it.
Hamza, I'm not sure if I left my kids with you. I'm not sure what the hell you do to entertain them, like Chuck and Geogaster, bro. Like you got
That's
no
it.
hobbies.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, bro.
Whoa, I hope you're not giving him a clubhouse performance, bro.
Yo, well, relax.
What was that?
What was that? Is that Michael
That was
Jackson?
5 octaves too low, bro.
Who is that, bro? Who is that? What the fuck?
Michael Jackson, bro.
That was Michael Jackson. That was Michael Jackson out the grave. And then you okay?
Oh my. Who did it first?
I don't know who it is.
Was that him? Oh,
Who is it, bro?
Oh, my
unbelievable
God.
scenes of
must be someone else.
glorious emotion.
I'd say Hamza as well to look after my kid for a day. If we went
yeah,
like
sure.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, fizz.
yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
I'll take it. Little do you know, I ain't got a clue.
He lives with them doesn't mean that he takes good care of them. So we don't actually have an idea. We got no clue.
To be fair, I have heard Hamza when you can hear his nieces and nephews outside his room, and he's like, "Hold on, lads."
Shut the fuck up!
Oh my
Little
god,
shit.
a podcast. Do you know what podcast is?
You gonna learn
It's not
today.
true. It's not true. Oh, God.
All right, I feel that
Guys.
brings it to the close. Yeah, unless
brings it to
Jay
the close.
or Shu, you want to go?
I'll
You just said Hamza.
I'll probably
Hamza
let.
said.
I'll probably let. I don't even. I'll probably Harshy lost. For reasons previously explained.
I
I'll
wouldn't do
probably
that, bro.
put-
Just out of line. He would
It's just
never
not
do
real.
that.
It's
not
I don't
true.
know. It's a toss up between Massam and Jay. You know, I feel like Massam would be more affectionate and look after them better, but then I feel like Jay's
That's
just
true.
got his head screwed on better than Massam.
That's
So
true.
I feel
Well,
like
hold on.
safety.
You'll-
I'll probably go Jay. Then
fair enough.
Massam second.
First.
Yeah. Jay's happy. He's chuffed. Isn't that it's made?
I feel like Jay to get rinsed in this most likely conversation, bro. Jeffrey J. Dahmer, bro.
Oh,
Jeffrey J. Dahmer, you living with the
Jay,
kids? Yeah?
Photoshop your face onto Dama for the thumbnail, yeah?
Oh,
I am never doing that. Not
calm.
incriminating myself.
Oh, you're only incriminating yourself if you've got something to be incriminated for, bro.
yeah, that's fine. So then, if by that same
Yeah,
logic,
don't worry. Look in your backyard, innit? Don't worry.
Bro, it's
Why
all
that same
concrete.
logic?
So I feel like you're burying someone under concrete, bro.
yeah, bro.
I saw
6 feet
you.
under still.
Ugh,
Ooh.
I haven't. That's
Yeah.
not
I
bad.
think
That's why
you
you wouldn't
need
know to look
to. I think you need to then Photoshop Hamza's face on another Jeffrey. Evens out.
What, Epstein?
Bezos.
Yes, bro. I was going to Bezos.
Most likely
man,
to become a
come on.
millionaire, bro.
Exactly. Most
Come
likely to
on.
go broke.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll Photoshop all 4 of our faces on 4 different people.
Bro, I back that. Who do you for horseshoe me then?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Um,
Do they all have to be
Harshu-
Jeffries?
Yeah, it has to all be Jeffries. Who are the famous Jeffries,
know
bro?
what
Jeffries are there?
Let me look. I'm looking.
Oh, I'm gonna
I'm
Google
looking.
famous
Jeffrey
Jeffries.
Archer. Jeffrey Archer.
Ooh.
Joffrey
Ooh.
Archer.
Jeffrey Archer.
English bowler.
Yeah, but it has to be related to what we've spoken about.
Nah, bro. Most likely
Jeffrey.
to commit murder.
They're called Young Thug Jeffrey, but he's. I don't think any one of us want to have his face on our faces.
We do not want to do some of the blackface thing, bro.
Yeah, we're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
Bro, we do not want to do no
We don't wanna
blackface
do
thing,
that,
bro.
No RDJ shit.
Yeah, no.
No.
To be fair,
Still
speaking
goated
of
movie.
which, unreal movie. You seen obviously on here when he came on a Rogan and he's like, 90% of my black friends loved it. You see
Did he say that?
Yeah. I've seen that.
No
episode.
way.
Yeah.
He goes, everyone loved it.
Everyone like 90% of my black friends loved it.
I think he was a big supporter.
The thing
of it,
is,
innit?
it's just like if you get the comedy, you're never going to be hurt by it.
100%.
Yeah, to be fair,
Elite.
it's
it's
like
a different time as well.
it's not even just a different time. If you watch Tropic Thunder, it's like almost this kind of like mockumentary style, in it, right?
Satire, yeah, 100%.
It's so satire. Like even when he starts role playing and there's the speech in Tropic Thunder of him like talking about like don't disrespect my people, and then someone's like, your people? Who you on about? You know what I'm talking about? Like it's a
Yeah.
whole thing anyway, so it fits into it. If it was serious, he had been cancelled by now 100%. Have you found the list of famous Jeffries, mate?
Oh my god.
Bro, there's only one that comes up, so let's move on.
Okay, all right. I want to quickly talk about this. I gave Hamza this story, and I wonder if Jay, you heard about this because I know you're a psych and you like to watch this kind of stuff.
Okay, I don't like being profiled like this the whole episode.
All right, fine. You're very inquisitive into this kind of stuff because you're a psycho.
That's
Did you hear
word, at
about
least.
Did you hear about the Lufthansa flight? It happened maybe 2-3 weeks ago now. It's a bit of old news. Did you hear about this horseshoe?
My
Jay,
sister
yes,
was.
no?
Oh, sorry.
Potentially,
saying-
carry on. Say it. Go on.
Okay. Well, if all you might know about it, it's kind of disappointing. But I would like to hear your opinion on it, Jay, because you watched airport crash, flipping flight crash. What's it called?
Flight
Crash
footage.
investigation.
That's it. Yeah. So the Lufthansa flight, I first discovered it on TikTok when I saw the people who were posting the reels of like the effects when their flight went down. So it was a flight from Dallas, I think, to like Frankfurt, roughly. So Lufthansa plane, which is obviously German, when they were flying over the States, I guess they must have encountered some extreme turbulence, and the plane just like dived down like 200, 300, 400 meters, something a bit crazy, right? And the first time I saw it was the TikTok of just the absolute debris everywhere, all over the plane, right? I don't know if you've seen that, Hosh. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
It was horrific, and the woman is not talking. Clearly, everyone must have been in a sort of state of panic, and it's just like kind of the TikTok text to speech sort of thing, and she's just saying like she tried to grab her phone because she thought she was gonna die. Everybody just basically went silent because everyone thought they were gonna die. Like there was an initial moment of panic, and then it was the moment of acceptance, which is to me is like the most horrifying bit, right? because there's a moment where everybody's screaming, but then when everyone goes silent, it's because everyone knows that they're praying and it's like their final moments. And plus, he also said because it was tumbling, it went like zero gravity style. Stuff just started flying in the air, which must have been crazy, right? And this happened a while ago. It was a big plane. I think like 180 passengers on board. And interestingly enough, one of the passengers on board was actually Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, I
In
did hear
this-
about this.
Really?
Yes. And his
Yes,
wife,
Matthew.
right?
And his wife, yeah, they were
Yeah.
actually on board. So then, obviously, the pilot stabilize the plane, and then they just stopped in Washington where they got emergency services. But that is crazy.
So it
That's
didn't
mad.
crash.
It didn't crash. He stabilized it. I don't know like what caused the turbulence. I don't know if it was like harsh winds or whatever, but it was like in free fall for a couple 100 meters. That's nuts. And if you see that TikTok, it is just it gave me kind of chills because I famously am afraid of heights and planes, and that was horrific. But yeah, like it's kind of nuts where
Wear your seatbelt on it.
true, you know what, that seatbelt
They
would
do
save
ping up
you.
the
Like,
sign.
Yeah.
They do
To be
that.
fair, it probably wasn't on at that point because they were going for a little while, weren't they?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Would
That
you
is-
mind rather?
That is mad.
It's nuts.
That's
innit?
scary, man. Very scary.
Yeah, it's really scary. Would you man rather be? Me and Hamza discussed this. Would you rather be told by the pilot, like, "All right, it's going down, it's over," or would you just not? Would you rather just him not say anything, sort of thing,
While the plane plunges to
while the plane plunges? Yeah,
your immediate or lagged death.
I would rather the pilot announce it.
same. That's why I said
100%.
yeah.
Because if the pilot announces it,
Yeah.
you know
It's
you're
over.
done. You're done.
Yeah, I agree.
But,
Yeah.
but technically, right, it would be better not to know because then, like, the death is more painful knowing it's coming rather than when it just.
Nah, I disagree.
If
I
someone
would-
turns up behind you with a shotgun and shoots you without you knowing, you're calm, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you go down and it crashes and you don't realize what's happening, oh, okay. It's a
But
bit
you'll know
dumb.
you're
No, so
going
no,
down.
That's what I'm about to say. This is about to say, like, you know, it's like dumb in this situation because, like, I guess you're going plunging down in it.
It's more
But-
similar to someone walking up to you with a shotgun in front of your
Yeah.
face, putting it at your head, and then not
Yeah.
telling you when he's going to shoot.
My son be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
take
yeah.
my wallet and kill me.
That's- bro, he got me. He got me. No, but I 100% agree. I agree with your sentiment, Hamza. I'd rather get shot with the shotgun on the back of my head. But like in this one,
Yeah, nah.
you're seeing it. You're literally seeing yourself as being parallel to the ground, bro. It's over.
I think I said I didn't even care. I
Yeah.
don't even care, bro. Either way, I know in it. Like, if I'm plunging, if all of a sudden I'm like this, and all of a sudden it's bang, brother.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Too late at that point.
so many planes come out of a dive. Like it's not 100% certainty if you plunge you're going to die.
Yeah,
It
but
de- depending
really?
on the altitude.
Really.
Yeah, 100%. So many flights come out of that.
All right,
It's not
catch me in
yet,
a
to be
ferry.
fair.
Catch me in a ferry. I'm 2 weeks. See me in Europe in 2 weeks, bro. I am not going on a plane again.
Oh,
That's, I mean,
God.
that's what
Next lad's
turbulence is,
holiday,
though,
my
innit?
son's on a ferry.
Next last holiday. No,
Atypical on cruise.
I'll leave 2 weeks early before you, man. Say less.
You'd be like the Bangladeshi kid. Shipping container, bro.
Are you all right? Are you man more scared of flights or cruise ships?
I've neither. If you're asking, then I would say flights.
Same.
But I've never
I
been
would
on a
say
cruise.
flights.
I really,
anybody-
really,
yeah.
really want to go on a cruise one day. I should probably learn how to swim before I do that. But
Nah,
Man, they
bro.
got lifeboats.
yeah,
question.
might do Titanic in it. Might not get a place on it though.
Okay, that's
That's not you,
and
bro.
swimming to the next country is going to help you.
Listen, it might be Mediterranean waters, bro. It might be nice and warm.
Oh,
might be middle of
no.
the summer, bro.
That doesn't help, bro.
These hypotheticals are getting shitter and shitter.
Listen, I believe in myself. If I knew how to swim, to take me there. The issue is,
Okay,
I don't know
so
how to
you
swim.
believe? Yeah, that's a big qualifier, bro. That's
It's
a
not
huge
qualified.
qualifier.
If you
Alright,
know
so-
how to swim in Mediterranean waters, with
On a sunny day.
Alright, wait, hold on. Let me just check if there's any sharks in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, real quick. You do that while you're getting munched up. You're getting
Oh
munched up.
my
like,
god! I literally typed in "Are there sharks?" and it says in the Mediterranean.
There you go.
Wow, they're listening.
You're
bro.
finished.
yeah, but that might just mean it's a well
Nah,
searched question answer could
shush.
still be no.
Oh, there's
Jay.
there's 47 shark species in the Mediterranean.
Oof.
Yeah, but fish are friends.
True. Yeah, unfortunately,
to be fair,
sharks
though-
aren't though. Sharks aren't though.
Just
Oh, the white
boot it, innit?
shark.
That's a great white.
Wow,
it says, it says
racial
white shark.
profiling again. That's mad, bro.
I'm on for a hat trick, bruv. I'm not finished. I'm Haaland, bro. I'm going for number 5.
Yeah, apparently rare spottings of it in the Mediterranean, but it's typically around this Australia, California, and South Africa. But yeah, either way, I don't back myself. It's a joke. I'm dead.
Okay, but hold on. Have any of you guys actually been on a cruise?
I think
On a
you'd know
ferry.
if we have.
I don't know. You know, I don't know where all you might have travelled, innit? At this point,
No, no one
No?
has been on a cruise.
No one's been on a cruise.
Been on
how
a
many? How
ferry.
many of us can swim? A horseshoe.
only Horseshoe. Horseshoe's the only one who can actually probably
Legit, you
qualify
can't
to
swim.
swim in the Mediterranean.
I
I
would
think
not
you
be
can
able to
swim.
swing long enough.
No, but
I
can
could
you
probably.
swim?
It's debatable. Like
It's been a
50-50.
while. It's been a while.
Bro, I
It's
can
been
swim.
it's been over 15 years probably.
Oh, so
you
basically,
can't
the only
swim.
time you
You
did
can't
it is
swim.
when you were in school doing lessons.
Yeah, yeah. yeah
I was in
basically.
top set though. To be fair.
To be fair though, this
Listen,
that's gold tree carries through.
Oh, once in those swimming lessons, my towel dropped, bruv. When I was getting
Oh,
changed. I remember.
no.
Wait.
I remember so
Did you have boxers
vividly,
on?
fam. No, I was changed. I don't know why I had no. I had my I was going commando. I must have gone toilet or something and come back, but I was just commando underneath there. And
This
then
guy
I
just
dropped
took
the
his
towel.
shit, took his boxers off.
School swimming
Done a
lessons
Harry.
event, bro.
I don't know why it happened, bro. I remember that. And it was mad.
I remember.
everybody see you?
I don't think anyone saw me. They didn't fully drop. Like I caught it as it was falling, but it was like it was definitely Langley Leisure. I
got
remember.
snagged,
I
innit? The
remember
towel
going
got
there.
snagged.
The towel got snagged.
I don't think so, bro.
I remember I was doing one of my lessons and I ended up flipping. I don't know. I just went under the water and I was like panicking. I was like, shit. I just grabbed like some next Somali Don's leg, just trying to get back up, bro.
Let me get this straight. You try to save yourself by pulling somebody else with you down.
Bro, if
Bro,
he's gotta go, he's
fuck
taking
that.
everyone with him.
Yeah, that is
Bro,
bro,
that's a-
too fair.
Last time you can't talk about taking someone down with you, bro.
What
Remember
you
we
mean,
went
bro?
ice skating, bro?
Nah.
Do you remember, bro?
don't.
Bro, it's a story I'll tell to this day. But we went ice skating for I think it was Mickey's birthday. Remember that one time,
Sure, yeah.
bro? You fell down and you pulled me down with you, and the spike of your skate went in my arse, bro.
Oh,
I had a scar for like 2 weeks, bro.
It's
My
still
arse
scarred
had
to this
cut on
day.
it.
To this day.
To this day. Oh
It
my
was
god,
so
I don't
bad.
remember that at all.
Yeah,
Of course
went
you
down.
don't.
At all. Of course, I didn't leave an impact on me, literally.
You had a scar in your arse. Did someone snag your towel here as well?
I have a towel on the rink. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shout out to that guy for making sure I didn't die though. Shout out, man. Wherever
Bro,
you are
that
now.
What's his
Somali
name?
kid, that Somali kid is 100% just fucked for life now. Because they're like, this one time, some guy's trying to drown me in a swimming
True,
pool.
true. Anytime he's in the water, he probably feels something tingle on his leg and gets PTSD,
Whoa,
bro.
pause.
Oh,
Jellyfish.
Yeah, exactly.
oh, eels.
Apparently, pissing on the jellyfish sting
What is-
doesn't do anything.
what's
Doesn't
wrong
do
with
shit.
you?
Bro.
Yeah,
It's
man,
just an excuse to
it's
piss
cap.
on someone.
It's cap.
It's a cap. Where did that myth start from, bro? Some
Wasn't
weird
the
don
myth-
It
started
probably
it.
worked
Was-
one time, innit?
The
Wasn't
same
it
guy
more
that
that
made...
you needed? Wasn't it more that you needed to put like something warm on it rather than it being like the actual nutrients of the piss?
Kettle water, bro.
So does
Fuck
piss even have
knows.
any?
That
nutrients?
sounds accurate. Yeah, I think it's the actual warm.
I think it's
yeah,
the
not
warm
piss.
sensation.
Yeah. That sounds accurate.
Someone thought I'd
That
just
sounds accurate.
piss on someone because it would be warm.
But you're in the
so they'd
middle of
be alright.
nowhere, innit? That's why. So it's
That's
like, what
true,
do
that's
you have
true.
that's warm?
Can you ever piss in this cold?
True.
Think that
What?
shower thoughts.
Nah,
Can
surely
you ever
what
not.
did
piss
you
in this
say?
thought?
Nah,
Can you ever
surely not.
piss
What?
and it be cold?
No, you can't have
Shower
cold piss.
thoughts,
No,
bro.
you can't have cold
Why not?
piss, bro.
Nah,
'Cause it's
from your
warmed
body,
up
it's
in your
body
body.
temperature.
Nah. But what if there's an illness where like there's something wrong with your bladder and it
It's
excretes
body
it?
temperature though. It's
It comes
it's
out of
the
school
temp of
temperature,
your
yeah,
body.
body temp, yeah.
Did you say school temperature?
He said core.
Oh, okay.
Cold, it's
School
okay, bro.
temperature.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
That's cold, bro.
It's impossible to have cold
Oh,
piss.
dear.
Interesting to know.
I just googled
We've
it. apparently,
all
no.
undeniably said no, and you're still questioning it.
You
To
never
be
know,
fair,
bro.
we're
It's-
not- we
it's
ain't
8
got-
billion dons, bro.
Yeah, we're not scientists, bro. We're not scientists. Shocks, bros.
I mean,
Like
yeah,
this.
if your temperature goes to like 12 degrees.
You'd be way dead before that.
Dude, you'd be dead, bro. You're supposed to be like 36, ain't you?
Yeah, but what if you die and then piss yourself?
That is what happens. That is
No,
quite
but your
literally
body's still
happens.
warm for some
Not
amount
if it's
of
12
time, innit?
degrees.
Yeah, shit. To be fair, the 12's not that cold.
To be fair, if
It's cool.
It's
cool.
cool.
Not that
It's cool. It's cool.
Bro, 12 degrees is a British summer, man.
100%. 100%.
We defo went to 40 degrees this summer.
yeah, Athens, bro.
I don't know, man. Maybe we should.
Bro, Athens was cooler than London.
Nah, it wasn't, bro.
Bro,
Me and
Athens was
Hamza talked about
34, bro. We were
Bro, it was
roasting.
nuts.
That was
London
dry. That
40.
was some dry heat, man. Fucking chilled.
Listen. I don't know if P comes out cooler. Maybe we should ask a doctor or something. And on that note, NHS.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow,
That's the
fantastic.
best segue I could think of on the spot. But yeah,
It was
no,
needed, bro. It was needed.
It was needed. You man seen the whole NHS obviously striking and everything like that for better pay. You all seen that? You'll be keeping up with
Yeah.
it, or
No.
Not really
Indeed.
keeping up with
fair,
it.
fair, fair.
Literally
That's basically
not at
obviously
all.
they've been I mean they've been striking for years at this point, haven't they? It's continuous, isn't it? It's
Yeah, bro,
cyclical.
give up, man. What the
Uh,
fuck?
Well, not give up because they're gonna
Don't give
get.
up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up, but do
so
give
they-
up.
They're gonna get like
That was
I
my
think it's been
Bojo, bro, innit?
agreed. Oh, is that your Bojo?
Yeah, that was a Mojo.
Uh,
Go on, Hamza. I know you. Look at that face. I
You
saw
did,
that
you
one.
must
That
do.
one.
No, I was
one
trying to
second,
think of
Morgan,
something
his
you
brain
said.
turned.
What did you say again?
Protoplasmic invertebrates, bro. Go do it now.
No. Remember you said some Indian food or whatever, Pakistani food, whatever, Asian food. He's like,
Vindaloo.
no,
Was it
he's like
Vindaloo?
samosa, pikora,
Oh,
some shit like that. Remember? What were you
yeah,
saying
that's
again?
when he was like, I've had a vegan sausage roll.
Vegan sausage, yeah, vegan sausage, yeah, the pikora, yeah, some good great food, yeah. But yeah, obviously they've been picketing and all that stuff to get increased pay and stuff. I think a junior doctor starts on like 29, and then after the second year they go into like 34 and stuff. So they're obviously like,
Big man, that's a grad salary. They're complaining.
I think it's because of the fact that they put in so many hours and like, do you know what I mean? They're just
It's
there
a
till
lot, it's a
donkey
lot.
hours, isn't it? They have to do night
Yeah.
shifts, I think, alternating every couple of weeks or whatever, and stuff like that. So it's a bit mad, but yeah. So they're gonna get. I think the government have like agreed or whatever that they're gonna get a one-off payment of at least £1,655, as
Small
well
loan
as
of $1 billion.
small loan of $1 billion, and then they're also gonna get 5% pay rise, which I mean it's better than nothing.
What's 5% of 30k?
Pretty much.
Someone do
is
the maths.
nothing.
Oh, sure, I'll do the maths.
2.5k? No, 1.5k.
Yeah.
Times 0.05.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, literally 1.5k. So they're gonna get a one-off
Big man
payment.
used a
and a sunrise.
calculator. This flipping idiot, bro.
I don't want to look like a mug in it in front of like front of the
No, what,
millions.
2 people. Yeah.
In front of the millions.
And millions.
But yeah.
Okay.
So
Um,
they're getting something.
So they agreed with that. They didn't bin it off.
Yeah. Well, I think they're like it's still going on. I think the government proposed it, and I think now it's a bit of back and forth, I guess, to see you get it. Oh, so it doesn't cover doctors. It covers all other NHS staff because I think doctors are
Wow.
on a different contract. So they're like I'm thinking about doctors, consultants, those type of people. They're on bags.
So
Anyway,
what's
to
this
be fair.
like nurses and
Mm.
stuff? Then I'm guessing?
Nurses, probably
Admin staff,
junior doctors,
yeah.
probably maybe.
To be
something like
fair, I do believe like obviously they should get paid more, but nurses should get pay rise as well,
Mm.
man. They see basically just as much trauma as the doctors.
the
Nurses
right hand
should
men
get
and women,
way
innit,
more.
basically. Yeah, the right hands.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw my nurses way more when I went to the hospital. I saw the doctors are like flipping 30 seconds, bro.
It's true.
Mm.
It's true.
Yeah.
But there's severely understaffed as well because I know like there's every always forget what the word is for it, but there's every hospital has like a link of like 3-4 different hospitals which are all under the same trust, I think it is, and so the same doctors just get cycled between all of them.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
nuts.
So
I didn't even
that's
know
why
that
it's a
until
bit-
you said
bit
that.
long.
That's kind of you'd think such a well-renowned profession, right? Like for example, comp sci is just kind of a new thing, and everybody goes into comp sci, right? You
Money,
think
innit?
something like the medical field, but the medical field has always been the most like
But you don't get paid. People realize you can get
Prestigious.
paid way more for doing way less in other things. So why wouldn't they? Do you know what I
It's-
mean?
Yeah,
it
but
depends
it's
on
also-
the country, man.
talking
European
about the UK.
countries just don't rate doctors in terms of pay. But you go outside of that, and it's way more.
mm,
It's the same with
That's-
teaching.
yeah.
I don't think teachers do teachers get rated anyway.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
yeah,
I feel like
100%
they
they
don't,
do.
bruv. Where?
Nah. Yeah, they do. In some
Where? Go on.
countries,
Yeah, what country?
I'm pretty sure in the Middle
Asia.
East and Dubai they get loads of money.
Oh,
teaching.
Dubai, they get loads. I saw some.
Everyone gets loads
teacher
in Dubai.
TikToks.
Don't count, innit?
No, they do get loads because the culture's way
That's
different. Teacher, I'm
It's-
sure in
it's
China
private
they get
schools and
P,
stuff
bro.
over there. That's
Yeah,
why,
yeah.
innit?
In Asia, I think they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Asia they do.
It's private schools and stuff as well in Dubai mainly. I think that's why a lot of people get high pays. But yeah, so I mean, at least those in the NHS and stuff, they're getting something.
You know, on that same lines, substitute teachers. I was talking to someone who used to be an ex-teacher, and they said that it was more profitable for them to just be a substitute teacher than be a full-time teacher themselves, because the subs teachers get like 1K a day in that job role. Yes, because
You
obviously
sure about that?
1,000,000%. That is the number they said. 1K a day.
1,000.
How does it
But
work?
that was
Is
for
it
this private school.
1K a
Oh,
day.
private school. Private
This is
school,
for this
okay.
private boys'
Oh,
school,
right,
girls'
right,
school.
right, right.
I was about to
yeah.
say Miss Green on a day.
I was about to say, literally.
Fam.
Nah,
£10,
bro.
bruv.
No wonder she
alone
did
a
fuck
grand.
all, bruv.
Of course, that's why they just chill, bro. They get paid with the racks for doing
How much do
nothing. There's no
invigilators get?
responsibility.
Apparently they get paid well too, don't they?
Like a couple
You get
hundred
paid-
quid per thing or what?
Per the thing, I think. Yeah, per exam.
Bro,
What do we think
invigilators
about
do
that?
nothing.
What do we think about that? Do we think they should get paid more or less?
Who
I
substitutes?
think
No, they're not substitutes.
Just teachers.
Invigilators, bro.
Oh, invigilators.
Invigilators,
Nah,
yeah.
I think a couple hundred quid is adequate
that's fine. Yeah, as it is.
Couple hundred quid of what? A day? What are we talking about? Like,
per exam.
But 200 quid for invigilating one exam, but all you have to say is always stop
that's
cheating.
2 hours, bro.
Yeah, but you might not like. You might not. You
You don't
might
need any
only be.
qualifications to be an invigilator.
You might only be able to get one exam to invigilate. You don't know how it works.
That don't mean you should get paid freaking 200 quid for one exam, bro. All
I
you're
mean,
saying is all
there's
you
a lot
stop
of-
cheating.
There's a lot of stuff you got to do.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
There
Than we
isn't,
know.
bro. You don't have to be qualified at all. I know people who are invigilators. You don't have to be
Do
qualified
you?
at all. Yeah, I do. You don't have to be qualified at all, bro. They
My
pick you
son-
up off the street.
Hamza said he knows someone who's everything, bro. He probably knows a stripper too. I don't believe it.
That's you,
I
bro,
don't
not
believe-
me. I don't know none of that.
I've never. I don't know what you're talking about.
That sounds incriminating.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, hold on. That's actually a really good question. Because I want to know, what do invigilators do when it's not that flipping 1 month of exam period? What do they do the rest of the time?
A
It's just
different
like-
job, bro.
Yeah, it's
What
just
do they do
contract, innit?
exactly?
They got called up.
Anything.
Whatever.
It's just a
Anything,
side
bro.
job.
It's a side
What does
job,
your
side hustle.
invigilator friend do, bro?
It's just other odd jobs and shit, innit?
Oh, odd jobs here and there.
Yeah.
Stripping.
Stripping. Okay, no.
Yeah.
No, mad. I was actually gonna ask, how do you think substitute teachers work? Like, is it a firm or a contracting thing? Like, are they on like an agency, or is it just
good
hired by
question.
the school?
Yeah,
'Cause I've always thought like it's weird how she's just always there. Like she was almost there every day, even if she wasn't. Like you know,
because you get 1K a day, bro.
I'm
How
sure
How
she
much
was on
as well,
less.
bro?
I'm
How
sure
much
she was
as
on
well?
less.
Yeah, how much?
Yeah,
How
yeah.
much money do you think she was getting paid?
But I should be zero, honestly. I should have done it for free.
Did we ever learn one?
How much
thing in the
value did she
substitute
add?
teacher?
She took
Yeah,
away
zero.
value.
Yeah, no,
Nothing.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember one substitute lesson where I actually learned something. Genuinely one.
No, never.
Not one.
Never.
Yeah, but it's kind of that's a flawed logic, I think, because as soon as you hear you got a sub teacher, that you
turn
don't
off.
want to learn anything.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
Yeah,
You're
but they don't
complete
even
turn
try. It's true, but they don't even try.
Even if
Like,
they
I've
did
met-
try, they would be met with a wall of fuck off.
Not wrong.
yeah, honestly, you're not wrong. The two most undefeated things through school, right? One, you're right, the substitute teacher, and the other thing was the classic sixth form rule where the teacher doesn't come in 10 minutes. You can go back to the common room,
fuck
bro.
off.
Oh,
that was the best,
fraudulent
bro.
rule.
Fraudulent.
I don't know.
That was a good
Who
rule.
said that? Don't know who said that.
Oh,
bro.
was a
usually come in the
fantastic
first 10
rule,
minutes,
bro.
you go back to the...
Yeah,
For some reason,
unreal.
it kind of never failed. I can't lie.
It never
Never,
failed.
never.
For
Honestly.
some reason, you got away with it.
Yeah, unreal rule, bro.
I think that was a real rule.
Yeah, I think it was
It's
a
not.
genuine rule.
It's not. Students didn't make that up. That's actually school rule.
Sounds
Yeah.
fraudulent.
It sounds fraudulent though.
No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. The teachers used to say it as well.
Yeah.
I bet you a student started that room, but then the teachers accepted it because, like, oh, okay,
Power of numbers, innit?
interesting. Yeah, bro.
Mob mentality and that.
Eventually, something fake, if enough people believe in it,
True.
comes reality, bro.
True.
Sounds
the
like a
name-
segue.
what's the
Sounds
name
like
of
a
that
segue.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't. No, I refuse.
What's the name of that? Is it the Mandela effect? So it is.
No,
Uh,
Mandela effect is
Nah. When you remember something as one thing, but it's actually
yeah,
something
yeah.
else.
That's
Actually,
just the
hold on,
reverse,
bruv.
Jay.
What did you say?
What did he say?
What did you say?
Mandela
Atypical.
effect. Don't worry, if you know, you know it. Mandela effect is an instance of false collective memory. Like everybody thinks like,
Yeah, it's the
you're not my
reverse.
father, but it's actually like whatever it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't actually know.
And
Mandela
nobody
effect.
what
says
I,
you're not
what
my
I
father,
said.
bro.
Don't worry. What I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. Jay, it's just the reverse, innit, bro? We should do a Mandela effect. After you told me about the Mandela effect like 10 years ago,
Yeah, I remember that conversation, fam.
me too, and I feel like that'll be a good special episode. Check out
It
the next
would.
bite, innit?
How many things can you think of? One of them ones.
It's been
Yeah.
rinsed though. It's everywhere. It's been rinsed hard.
True.
Fairs.
Come up
do
with
it
our
then.
own ones, innit?
What's the good?
Calm.
What's a good one you can think of now?
Like the Monopoly man having a monocle.
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
actually
he
have
doesn't,
one.
does he?
Kit
Mm.
Kat
It
with
has
a
been-
Kit Kat with a hyphen.
Kit Kat with a hyphen. Stuff like that.
To be fair, it has been rinsed because I'm gonna say the what's it? The Freddie Mercury, the
We
song.
are at the end.
We are the champions or something? Yeah.
Champions.
Yeah.
Don't say
Of
of
the
the
world.
My
world or some
friend
shit.
of,
Yeah.
of,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
of the world. That's it. My bad.
Yeah.
And then Mandela himself, what is named after. Like him dying in jail, but he wasn't actually dead in jail. He came out.
Is
and
that
all
what
that or
people
something.
think?
People
People
think
think
that.
he died in jail.
It's
They
called
need to
the
read
Mandela
history,
People,
effect.
people
bro.
need to go back and do a
They need
history
to read
lesson,
history,
bro.
bro.
They need to go. They need to
People
open
made
up
a whole
Wikipedia.
effect of something that's obviously not true.
Wow,
I mean, the whole
unbelievable.
thing is that though, innit? The whole thing is about not being true, and then they think it is.
Well, there we go. All right, what else we got here then? What else we got
Oh,
here?
but speaking of the NHS stuff, so I was in Scotland this week, and there was a strike by government workers as well, and they made a picket line fence in front of the office I needed to go to. So
No
all us
way.
man were trying to get in the office, and these guys had their whole boards up, and they were like interrogating everyone that walks through their doors. They were like, "Are you a government employee?" And they started handing out leaflets and shit. They're like, "You should be
You should-
joining us."
You should start beefing them, bro.
We were
Be
like,
yeah, and what?
we were like, we're definitely not government employees. And as soon as you say that, they're like, "Oh, are you contractors?" I was like, "I mean, not really, but sure. Like, I work with them." They're like, "Oh, okay, have a nice day." It was just a switch up was mad.
Oh, dead.
Anonymous service, isn't it, bro?
It was funny, bro. They were just screaming for like 5 hours straight.
Great, innit?
Damn.
Commitment.
I do
Should've-
feel, yeah, I do feel a bit of sympathy for them because there's only so much power you can have in it.
you gotta rate the mob mentality, though. You
I
gotta
mean,
rate
they,
them for
they
not
should
giving up.
definitely be getting higher salaries. I think that's
Of
fact.
course.
But
Yeah, I mean-
also, you're not really working while you're doing that. So
It's mad though, isn't it? Because you get like Rishi Sunak and everything. Everyone's saying like you, what like basically the way Rishi Sunak is basically giving peas to like bare other stuff, but then they come out and be like, oh, we don't really have the money to give to NHS, blah blah blah. Like we really want to give money to the NHS, but they're out here giving like billions or whatever, or hundreds of millions to like all these different causes and stuff. It's just dumb, man. I hate the way he speaks as well. I can't lie. Have you man ever listened to the interview of him?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
It is so annoying, bruv.
that's what he
He
said,
thinks
bro.
he's in the theater.
He said he doesn't
camp.
think he has
It's camp.
a working class friend. He doesn't have one.
Oh, that clip was great. He was like, "Yeah, I'm friends in the middle class and working class. Okay, not working class, but
Bro, the best one is
Oh,
like, you
God.
still drinking Coke? Oh yes, I drink
oh,
Coke
you
all
got
day."
rinsed by peers. Have you not seen that?
Yeah,
I haven't seen
sick,
the
bro.
beers.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Hush, have you seen that?
No, I don't think I have.
Bro, Piers rinsed him, bro. They did an interview and he's just like, he just it was a hook line and a sinker if you've ever seen one. He's just like,
How
Rishi, like, you still do
silly.
Coke? And
Yeah.
Rishi's like, oh yeah, I love Coke. I
love
having
Coke.
Coke in it all the time. Yeah.
Oh my
He's,
god.
and he's like, oh, like the proper Coke or like the other one. He's like, no, the proper full on Coke. Yeah. And it's just like, bro, he just gets absolutely wrong in you one, bro.
Oh my days. He dug
You know-
himself a great.
real quick, but just we'll talk about this for 2 seconds. Obviously, the whole, because you brought up Rishi, the whole Gary Lineker thing, him getting yeeted off match day, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
One thing that is so hilarious is the virtue signaling from like these absolute Tory dons
Standard.
on Twitter. Like, oh my god, the match today experience this time was brilliant. No analysis from people pretending to know about football, as in like Alan Shearer, Ian Wright, and Gary Lineker don't know nothing about
Bonafide
football, bro.
legends.
Yeah, bona fide legends of the England game. It's just hilarious to the depths that some people just lie,
But then at the same
pretend for a
time,
gender.
the double standards of Gary and the rest of them as well after Qatar.
Of course, it
Let's not
works both
forget that.
ways.
The whole
Yeah.
BBC is the entirety of the BBC.
I mean,
They
it's
put
not a
out all those
surprise though.
messages.
It's not a surprise that the BBC is geared towards those who are currently in power. It's just how it works, isn't it? Just
That's
how it
why the
works.
British Broadcast Centre is not even the best BBC. And moving on, South Park. What's the South Park topic?
How are you gonna do that, bro?
South Park, innit?
What was the best BBC myself that you've experienced?
I heard the BBC was great in Paris. That's what I heard. You two went together, innit?
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's a mad way to set it up, bro.
Oh, dead. South
So anyway,
Park. South
South
Park.
Park, yeah.
So, in light of us talking about Chat-GPT and AI and all these things over the past few weeks, right? I saw a post recently which said that the latest South Park episode was entirely written by Chat-GPT, which is nuts, bro.
That's
Like-
kind of false. It was like the last 10 minutes.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's like only the ending.
Jay, why are you ruining the section,
Oh.
bro?
We
But
still
bro,
talked about it. It's still the whole ending. But
Oh,
it wasn't.
No,
It
but,
wasn't.
nah, it's not the same though, innit?
It's not the
definitely
same, Jay. Why are you ruining it?
Oh,
Okay,
No, that's I didn't know that. I thought it was the
Okay.
whole thing because I thought it was they mentioned that there was multiple conversations between characters, and those conversations were done by ChatGPT as well. Like it was actually entered in. But I'm guessing that now you're saying it must have been the last 10 minutes. So damn. But yeah, even then, it's quite mad to think
Still,
that an
yeah.
AI software
Unreal.
made like the ending to an episode. That's crazy. That's
I
wild.
bet
Was
the
it-
episode was ass though.
yeah. Was it actually good?
Was that? I don't watch South Park, so I wouldn't know. And
Did you-
I
did
haven't
anyone
seen
talk
any
about it?
ratings.
I bet you it was ass, bro.
Should we look it up?
I mean,
Should we look it up?
I think it's kind of weird because like South Park is so like culturally significant anyway that them doing this AI thing feels a bit leechy. Like, do they really need
Standards.
this AI PR? Like, they don't. This is quite clearly a PR gig. Like,
Us-
they don't need it.
Nah, bro,
But
come on.
they
They've
always
done
do,
every
though.
idea, innit?
Yeah, they have
Yeah.
to.
Everyone
They
have
haven't,
ideas at this
though.
point, bruv.
You know, I'll say this. To be fair to them, I feel like it's nuts their production schedule because they release episodes so relevant to like
Straight away.
Current
What's
events.
straight
happening?
away.
Current news.
Yeah, like I feel like it's 2 weeks something. I can't remember. It's something
Mad.
nuts, right? It's generally nuts. They make it in and out. That's why all the content for that season is particular topical, right? At least that was the case during the presidential elections. I don't know if it's still this season. So to be fair to them, that's probably like why they're going for the AI thing.
Yeah.
Makes
be
sense.
fair.
Yeah, why
8.3.
not?
8.3 IMDb, you know.
That's pretty
What?
good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good for an episode that's been going
I've
on for
seen
how
some
many-
clips of it, and it is quite funny. There's like they're talking about like making a dating profile, and then ChatGPT makes one of the characters' dating profiles and like goes off on one. It's pretty
Hey,
jokes.
we should do that, man, for a video.
Let us know if you want to see
Great
it.
idea, bro. What AI for a
Yeah,
ChatGPT
dating
AI
writes-
tells you what to say on
Yeah,
Tinder.
ChatGPT gives me the opening lines.
Yeah. Chat up lines. It's probably been done by now, I can't lie, but
That's probably going to be the next side on Tinder. I wouldn't be
Probably.
surprised.
so
Imagine.
I'd be
it's cool that you mentioned AI because it's starting to be like a lot more influence like deepfake stuff into films. I'm gonna give a slight spoiler.
Into
I just watched Shazam. Yeah, I just watched Shazam 2, right? I know none of you man care, so I'm gonna give a spoiler. Okay, I'm just giving the audience a warning now.
Whoa.
Oh wait,
Shazam
they
2
might
spoiler.
care.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm giving
spoiler
them
alert.
the warning. Spoiler
Oh,
alert.
say less. All right.
Shazam
Skip
2. Skip 2. Who knows, bro? Hamza's editing this one. Shazam 2 spoiler. All right. What they did is they deep faked Gal Gadot into the film. So Gal Gadot appears in the movie, right? Looks exactly like her, but it's not her. So like it's a whole
Mad.
person. So they got like her stunt double, a secondary person, and I'll show you what she looks like. And I guess I don't know what they did. They probably scanned her face, told Gal Gadot come on Teams or something. Basically, deep faked her face,
That is
put it
not how
onto
deepfake
the.
I said
works.
Teams.
I'm
That's
joking.
not how
I'm
it works.
joking. I'm
I said
taking the
Teams.
piss.
I got one in
And
the
then they-
144p Teams link,
No,
bro.
bro, I'm taking the piss. And then they chucked her face onto this woman as the double, and you could not tell. I could not tell. I saw it after. Not everybody who watched the film could not tell. I guess they must have got voice acting anyway. So like, this is the inevitable future
Mad.
where actors are not even going to be needed on set.
Mm.
And the bad thing about this is, that means the acting professions go, right? Because
Mm.
price naturally.
But you
Pay.
you would still sell your likeness,
Yeah, but at that
right?
you're
Your face is
way
your
over.
IP,
But
innit?
but why would any actor want to do that?
No, they won't have a choice, innit? It's the
But,
inevitable
but they would
future.
if all the actors
it's
just
their
said nah,
likeness.
bun that.
Yeah, but this is this range of this generation of actors. In the next generation of actors, this is the inevitable future. The same way AI will probably be responsible for writing TV, movies, whatever. Honestly,
I
even
think it might not to interrupt. But I was
no,
gonna
but
say,
Karen.
I think they might make someone from scratch, like a scratch actor, and then be like display that IP as the first ever, you know, AI generated or deep faked character actor. But as Jay said, I don't think, because then that's like your whole craft out the window. Why would you do that, right?
I think he'll
And
go the
then,
other way. I think the industry will ban it.
ooh,
I don't
a
think they
hard
want
stop.
that.
I mean, you have actors union. I think it's literally
Yeah, the guild,
the
like,
Screen Actors Guild. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But I don't know how much power they would have over TV,
no, but
movie
if you
execs.
want, like, if you like Gal Gadot, like, it's up to her if they deepfake her or not, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
I'm
it's
just
your-
saying, but it takes
also
away from your
It's
job. Like,
it's
why would
your
you?
art form.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
It's
no,
like
but
a
no, put it
painter.
this way: they might, for example, if you take someone like
Gal
The Rock,
Gadot's not
yeah,
an artist, by the way.
yeah, thank you,
Horrendous
thank
actress.
you, thank you.
Horrendous
No,
actress.
she's
Um,
art. She's the art.
No,
fam.
she's not. So free Palestine.
Oh, yeah,
So
delete that,
basically,
delete that, 100, please. Sims gonna watch this, bro.
all right, all right. So what was I gonna say?
Oh my goodness.
You completely discombobulated.
Art,
Okay,
art,
so no, I was gonna
art,
say it's like
art.
The Rock, right? Obviously, like The Rock does, for example, like freaking 6
Bro,
movies
talk
a
about
year.
acting without him one time.
Shush, just listen to the point I'm trying to make. So he makes like 6 movies a year. Say it's a bit long to do the last 2. They can
Yeah.
deepfake him for the last 2.
I do
Yeah,
agree. That's
yeah.
why it will then enter into.
Because that's good for production companies because they can churn out more movies with these star actors.
That's quite
then
literally what
he's-
happened with the
but
Gal
he's-
Gadot situation.
But
And that's
people-
why I
people
think it's the
know.
inevitable future.
I
Do you
feel
think she
like
gets
that one
paid for
people
that,
didn't
Marcel?
know that she was. Well, there's 2 things. Matt Harsh is saying, did she get paid for that? Probably,
Yeah,
you know,
would
she's-
she?
I'm sure she would have.
Probably
because
not as
it is
much,
her.
though.
Not as
Yeah.
much, 100%. But she didn't need to be on set. She didn't need to do this. She didn't need to do that. She needed to get in costume. She needed to wake up, 9 a.m. for the shoots, whatever. So it comes with both ways, right? But I do think Hamza's right. People, actors, will take advantage of the fact that, I don't have to be in 2 films this whole year. I could be in 6. They need just to screen my face and I get half the cut. But then eventually, movie execs will be like, why don't we just do this all the time? And
then
then it would lean its
Did
way.
people know
This-
that she was not in that movie though?
I couldn't tell at
Okay.
all.
No, but like, I'm not talking about before because if for example, let's say a freaking
No, no,
movie
no,
comes
it's-
out
that's
and
why
they're
I said
saying that all
spoiler.
these main actors are deep faked, do I want to go watch it?
No. So that's why I said spoiler, because she comes as a cameo.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah,
said spoiler.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
not in the trailer.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to know.
sure, sure.
That's why they didn't market it with her in it. But I do think Jay's right. I do think eventually, very soon, honestly, the next 5-10 years, this will become a big talking point. And you're right. I do think that the SAG will try to ban it. But then, at the end of the day, who has the most power in Hollywood? Literally, look at the Harvey Weinstein
The production companies.
the production companies.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting thing. This is not just even movies, honestly. This could be TV shows as well, because this is in
Any media form, innit?
any media. Yeah, you're
Something,
right.
yeah,
So
visual media
it'll be an interesting thing to
Atypical.
follow over the next few years.
When someone's busy, we should deepfake you into the episode.
Probably be better. Deepfake me, bro.
Yeah, to be fair.
I reckon it can be. There are some ways in which it can be used really well. Like if you're making a film about anything sci-fi related, anything where there's some level of fantasy or or fiction, then that is sick, because you can use deepfakes of so many different things, right? Of people
Yeah.
to build new characters that are meant to be fake characters, but just
Yeah.
impersonating someone for the sake of getting them on camera. I don't reckon actors will want to do that, because that is their art form. I reckon that
agree.
would force way more actors to go back to theater, and theater would skyrocket.
Great point. Yeah.
I feel like theaters are to actors what tours are to musicians. Great way to make the most
100%.
amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
you make way less money in theater than you do on screen.
No, but I mean like in the sense of
Depends
like
on the
when they're on
actor and the role,
tour,
innit?
they get like a higher percentage sort of thing, innit? I don't know.
Oh,
I
right.
have no
but
idea.
But
I'm
the
just saying
money is
vibes. I
the
have
money
no
is
idea.
way less.
Sure.
Yeah, but that's
Wait,
only if
what?
you were
But you
like
rinse out like 6 shows a week, sort of thing, innit?
yeah.
I have
That's
no
only
idea if that is how it works. I just
Jay,
feel like
What are you talking
ODJ,
about?
yeah, ODJ would obviously get flipping way more just in the Marvel movie than
sure.
going
Maybe
back to
generally speaking.
Broadway.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the normal like C tier, B tier actor.
There's a lot of actors who do a lot of theatre. Like Ian McKellen used to probably do a lot. If not, Benedict Cumberbatch did.
Yeah, but
A lot of
even think
people do.
about it. Think about like in terms of stardom, right? How many theater actors can you name right now
Not
that
many.
haven't been on screen?
But that's where they come from, innit? Like theatre's typically where they.
Yeah, but there
come
are
from.
loads of theater actors that you will see one time, probably won't see them in anything else. Whereas
Yeah.
screen actors, you can see them in one film. 5 years later, you might see them in something else, and you'll be like, "Oh, I remember that." Though.
No, for sure. It's definitely the more money. I just feel like it's a good way to, I don't know, get.
But
checks in.
I do reckon that would surge.
Yeah, probably would, to be honest. It's like the next best alternative if you're not going to be able to act on a big screen.
Well,
I'm telling you.
yeah.
Sorry, I was just gonna close off the topic and say I could not tell, and I've sent the picture of who the stunt double is, so you can see what she looks like in the link, and yeah,
It is
there's no
mad.
way
What
to
you
tell.
put in the chat?
I put in the atypical chat. Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yep. There you go.
What,
So you
let
can
me
obviously
this.
see her. I don't even know what to call her. Her deep fake actress, bro. She's not a stunt double. She's
Bro,
not doing no stunts. So like,
she should have been in it.
yeah, that was a different discussion. Don't worry. But yeah, you can see her in the set, the blue screen CGI stuff.
That does not look like.
That
either.
does not look like her.
No. I'm saying they deep faked her onto her.
Oh right, so that's the actual
Oh.
actress doing it.
That's the act.
Sure,
that's what I'm
sure,
saying.
sure,
She's the
sure,
deep faked
sure,
actress. Yeah.
Sure.
Yo, she's. Anyway.
Yeah, Hoshi's right. Let's move on. Anyway,
Yeah, Jay, me and you got to be careful, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
So speaking of open like AI and Chat-GPT, obviously Chat-GPT 4 just got announced recently,
Yeah.
which is the next big update. And some of the stuff that they're starting to do now is unreal. They showed in their like tech demo, they showed a thing where the CEO basically drew out on a pad a super basic sketch of something. So let's say, as an example, a website. Drew a super basic sketch of a website. Now I'm talking very basic, a few words, a few buttons, and like a header. And then he wrote at the bottom what he wanted the page to be. Then he scanned the page and put that as a picture in ChatGPT. And then it made that entire website. Like it gave him the code to make all those components. Copy that
Nice.
code in, and he had the page done.
Yeah. So like, for your industry, very good. For front end developers, catastrophic.
They're out, bro.
I'm excited to use ChatGPT 4 eventually when it gets released to the public. It'll probably be quite a few years from now, but ChatGPT is awesome.
I mean, you can use the beta right now.
Can you? I saw you have to be like a plus member.
I mean, you could just pay for it.
Right.
You can use the basic stuff for free. I've done that at work.
No, but
It's
no,
got probably-
ChatGPT 4 though.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, you have to pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 4. Yeah, I'm talking about 4. Yeah.
What?
So
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I think very useful, man. It's a game changer. Like imagine having that back when you used to do like job application stuff like that, just rinsing off all those cover letters and stuff like that. It's like, it's very useful, man. It's very useful.
Very powerful tool.
I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it was the UK board for schooling. I know some unis have banned it now, but I think it was the UK schools have said for GCSEs they're going to allow ChatGPT to be used.
What? How?
Like they
How would
haven't
that make
banned
sense?
it; they've just allowed for it to be used. And as a governing body, they're building their own algorithm that will be able to pick up when it has been used, so different patterns and cues.
Right.
So if you can, you're allowed to use it, but you have to be able to build it with your own work as well, and use it as a reference, as opposed to trying to just copy it and put it in without people knowing.
That's ridiculous. If I'm being honest. Like every single person prior hasn't used a flipping AI chat box as a reference point. Like it's ridiculous just to make exceptions because they can't control it. It's
How
just
would you?
ridiculous.
I
I
don't
feel like
think it's
that
that
lowers
bad.
the value.
I don't think it's that
I
bad.
think it's,
But it's
I
the
think
same
it's
as
time
us
down.
using websites rather than using books only, because we have Google.
See, that's the difference. There's a very small line between using So okay, my encounter with GBT is basically it's a better search engine, essentially, right? You can put in more specific terms than you can on Google and get that information quicker and access to. So yeah, according to what you said, yeah. But then there's also that small line of when it becomes just an overpowering tool to make it do everything for you. And people will still cross those waters. Like the kids in the end of the day, they're 100% going to do that. So like you're just opening yourself up for the children to abuse that tool. It's just too risky. And
That's what I
examples are
don't
not
get.
good.
That's what I
Yeah.
don't get. How are they going to use it to, like, how are people going to be expected to use the tool apart from a search engine and it get away? If you get me, it can be like viable. Because usually, like, ChatGPT is used for like, oh, write me an essay, and then it just busts out a quick essay for you.
Yeah, but you could use it to write certain subsections, and then you can reference that and say based off of this, and then explain all your stuff.
So it's
can
like open book on steroids, essentially.
Yeah, essentially. But I mean, like, it's comparative to, I don't know, like using cameras in a driving test rather than using the mirrors. Like, it's just the tech that exists now, and everyone's going to use it outside of that. So you might as well just use it in the exam.
But wouldn't it negate half of what a test is? Like, if it's writing for you, if it's finding stuff for you. I just don't get how. I don't know. Maybe I need to. If they release a guideline on how ChatGPT can be used, and then maybe I can understand it. But I just don't see how that would work.
Also, this is inevitably once again going to lead to teachers getting paid less. Also, by the way, like, you can just see where this is going.
No, I wouldn't
you're
say
saying right
less.
now-
I would just say they wouldn't be able to get the rate hikes and stuff that
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
They'll
would
still
not be able to.
just continue to be underappreciated, basically.
They will, because then it will
They're
factor
literally the
into
backbone
like
of our society.
they
Of
quite
any
literally are.
society. Any teacher in any form is the backbone of any society.
Don't worry, bro. It's getting replaced by AI. Very soon come.
Robot teachers,
Emotionless
man.
tech. Robot teachers. To be fair, we did have some, so I can relate.
You're
I
not
can
wrong.
relate. Yeah, I can
You're
relate.
not wrong.
It'll all be non-advanced education though. You can't have higher education with a chatbot because it's all new stuff, basically.
Yeah, right now, of course, yeah, 100%. But
Yeah,
It's damn interesting, man.
It'll be a long time till we have AI that could create new theorems and stuff.
Imagine AI telling you off. Fucking jokes.
You just turn it
no,
off,
George, do not do that.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Just
is
turn that
bad.
shit off. Pull the plug, bitch.
Not supposed to do.
bro.
When you
Robots
say that,
taking over, bro. Robots taking over. It will be so fun.
what?
Bro, it'll be elite.
What's this about?
When just walking out of your home and there's just robots everywhere, you don't think that'll be sick?
Yeah, so sick.
Me and
So
my
fucking
Sam
sick.
are always on the team of what you talking about, bruv.
Yeah.
It's always I love the divide.
Yeah, it
It's
really is. It
always
quite
is.
literally Pakistan, India, bro. I don't know what you were eating in that.
You know what, my Sam? They're just more advanced than us, innit? Point in case. Point in case.
Bro, it'd be so
Oh,
sick.
man. Oh, God.
To be lit. I just saw the UFC, the result.
Yeah. But so
Have
me and
you
Harsh
seen
have
it?
been watching the UFC while this is going on. So hopefully, I feel like we've given a good dedication to the episode.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can talk about that for a minute. Leon Edwards just won. He beat
Come
Kamaru
on,
Did he?
Rocky.
I can't lie
Come
though.
on.
Obviously, half of my attention has been on obviously the episode. Well, 100%, 100%
Mine
of my
said
attention has been
half.
on the episode. Okay, I've given my all this episode, but obviously
Same,
I've got two
man.
eyes in it. So like one eye just like goes that way in it, while the other one's looking that
Oh, you
way.
squint.
So while I've been doing that, I felt like Usman worked him. I can't lie. So I'm very confused
Bro.
at this
Oh,
result.
decision.
Yeah.
Decision.
And
Yeah,
Leon's lost
decision.
a point as well because he nutshotted him about 47 times. So I need to rewatch this fight because from where I was sitting and what I was watching, it looked like Kamaru Usman worked him. So I'm very shocked Leon won. But there you
I
go,
can't
Leon,
believe Leon won, bro.
UK welterweight champion of the world,
Let's get it.
2-time. Let's go.
What counts
Come
as
on.
a nut shot?
Literally kicking him in the dick or punching him in the dick. So they have to pause it for a second for the person to gather their win back. If you do that one too many times, you get deducted a point. Same as like
Also,
eye poking.
It's almost like
That should be legal.
UFC.
It is illegal, but you get.
Nah, it should
you
be
get-
legal.
Oh, it should be.
It's part of your body, innit?
To be fair though, back
Rip
in the
it
day,
That's street fight though, bro. They gotta have certain rules.
Rip
They
it
have certain
out.
rules, otherwise it's no longer a
But in
sport.
wrestling, you can put finger up the arse, right?
What's that called again?
It
That move?
happens, but I don't think you
Fingernail,
can,
bro.
bro.
Checking the oil or some shit.
Checking the oil. That's it.
You sound like you got
Checking
experience,
the
Oil
BT.
is looking.
Must be an
Nah,
India
nah.
thing, innit?
Fact.
Nah, it was an Athens
I
thing.
wasn't gonna make a joke about that, right? What did you say?
I was not involved in this Athens. Oh, Athens was them two sharing a room with me and you, Massa, innit?
it's true.
Normal.
That's where my son tried the BBC. Okay.
Excuse me. I can't believe Edwards won.
Leon versus Colby next. He's in the crowd.
No way.
Oh,
Leon said, "I'll see you in Miami," and Colby's just like this.
Standard,
Going
standard
nuts.
Kobe.
But,
How often do decisions get overturned?
Never.
never.
They never get overturned. But the thing is, the way
So if
the
the
way it
if the refereeing's whack, it's just like football. It's just that's it. It's done.
But the thing is, though, because it's obviously one organization, it's basically one company, unlike boxing, which is like 20 different organizations sort of thing. The UFC, if someone gets like robbed, like it's a robbery, Dana, the one who owns the UFC, will basically be like, I thought you should have won instead of him, so I'm not going to make you like fight lower people. Like, I'm not going to punish you the way someone would. Like, they kind of like get let off the hook. Like, they wouldn't punish the one who wins, but they wouldn't make sure that the one who loses has to like go down a lot either. They would kind of make
It wouldn't go down as a NC at any point. Or anything
Well,
like
no.
that.
If you're not shot too many times and it gets stopped, I think it's a no contest. I think it's a no contest, but the other person will win, sort of thing. But it's,
Oh,
a
shit,
funny way to
okay.
lose a match, bro.
hey-ho.
Hiya, hiya.
Hiya.
But yeah, but
Mad.
there we go.
Edwards won decision, yeah.
Madness. Yeah, man.
Any other topics you guys want to go through before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm very, very keen on new study tracks. How we group up.
Okay.
Very
I get a
keen.
topic in. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm very keen on this.
Okay, I've asked sarcasm from Assam, but yeah, let's go.
No, I'm not. I'm
I don't
genuine.
understand this.
That's why
Oh,
I'm very
That's the
yeah,
point. Don't worry, bro.
All right, let's go. Do your thing, 21.
absolute bait, bro.
All right, so there's a
Nice.
new study that has come out. It was conducted by, I think, 4 universities: Montreal, Oxford University, I think Melbourne, or another one in Australia, and then one in the US. And they studied what people do when they're around a bunch of strangers and how they create their own groups. So the study was, I think, 100 or 200 students were put into a big arena, and they were like Squid Game style. They were given a cap with a number and a shirt with a number, and there were
Interesting.
cameras all along this arena stadium. And all they were told was that they were going to have to do some tasks, and yeah, they'd be like numbered. They'd have to do whatever is being said, and it'll be like a few hours. That's kind of all the information they were given. But really, what they wanted to test was how these people formed their own groups and then did the tasks like as groups, kind of like Squid Game style. And what they found is that people tended to group up.
Age, race.
Neither of those. They tended to group up in terms of physical traits and with like-minded attractiveness. So people that were really
Interesting.
attractive
Chats.
went to other people that were really attractive, and people that were uglier went to people that were uglier.
Fascinating. That's interesting because that is the old high school dynamics.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's like that whole
Mean
trope
Girls.
of like, yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
And then even more to further that point, they found that within the attractiveness circles, the people that were quote unquote seen by society to be more attractive, it was always the attractive girls that would be placed at the center of that group, and everyone else would sort of work around them. But it wasn't the girls that put themselves at the center. They were kind of put there by the other people in those groups.
Interesting.
Almost like that's how society has been since day one. Animalistic, innit? You want to
Exactly.
think about it that way. Yeah. That's
So
How
it's
old
kinda
were
mad.
how old were the people?
They would have been
So they-
students, so like 18 to 24, basically.
Interesting.
Yeah,
do
and
you
there
think
were
that-
there were a couple like few other interesting facts with it. They also found that they were told they need to be in basically groups of 8, but the average was groups of 6 roughly, because you have like more, basically less attractive people find it harder to find groups, essentially, right?
Oh, that's peak, bro.
This is really interesting. I really wish they do this study again, but with all ages, from like 18 to 16. I'd love
All
to see it.
ages would be interesting, yeah.
Because
be
in
interesting.
Squid Games, obviously the main character, can't remember, he groups up with the old guy, like a couple old people anyway. This is very interesting, though.
So there was one other thing, which I'll just read out a little excerpt here. Finally, participants were given a group task to gather 500 1-inch washers, so like things you put in between bowls, randomly scattered around the stadium, and deposit them one at a time in a large basin in a corner of the stadium. The cameras picked up the link between social distance between the participants earlier in the experiment and how they cooperated with others on the task later on. There was a significant association between how close participants stood to others when they were mingling and the effort they put on the task later, with those who stood closest to others exerting the least amount of effort.
Interesting.
So essentially what that is saying is when mingling with people, they hid or like bundle themselves towards people that are more extroverted, have higher personalities, so that they were less of the center of attention, which also then meant in group activities they
Do less work.
They do less work because they're
That
not
makes
the
sense.
center of attention, so people don't remember them as much being a part of that group.
That makes sense.
That's really interesting.
That makes sense. I feel like human beings are lazy, innit? By nature. I feel like human beings are lazy by nature.
Are they?
So
not
if you
just
can,
that,
Hunter-
if you
Hunter
can
primal
find a way to get
instincts.
out of it, especially if you're introverted as well, that makes sense. These are things you don't really think about, but that's just the way your like friendship groups or stranger groups or like coursework groups or whatever just naturally formulate, but you don't even clock.
Hey, yo, you had coursework groups, yeah? That's
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
What are these
yeah.
coursework groups like? You
Random-
definitely keep in chatting with these man now, are you?
Yeah, of course.
What?
But I
Your
had the
coursework-
I had the same group that I just chilled with
Nah,
out all
so
at uni.
it's-
To be fair, so yeah.
Yeah.
So your uni friend group, bro, not your coursework friend group. You
That's
know
what
what
it is,
to
isn't
do.
it? What else am I doing
least amount.
coursework, bro?
Fair enough. I mean, I guess you're right in essence. I do think though it's not just lazy though; it's also the fact that you said they didn't like attention or something.
Yeah,
Introverts.
that's
the
what I
other-
thought it was more.
Yeah,
Mm.
that
do
was
with.
that's the other interesting thing
Yeah.
that they kind of deferred immediately. That they didn't want responsibility and attention on themselves, so they deflected it on, passed on to somebody else who's more naturally explicit.
Hidden in
I do
plain
think,
sight.
yeah, it really is literally hiding in plain sight. That's really interesting. I really wish they'd do something like that, but with a big age group, because 18 to 25, I'm still thinking that they're coming from a high school mentality. So of course, they then replicate that. So like, it's kind of
A
that's the element.
workplace environment would be
Of
course.
interesting. Yeah,
That's exactly what I want to see.
30
All
plus
ages.
sort of
I'd
thing,
love
yeah.
to see. Yeah.
Interesting.
I completely agree, and one of the things that they found from this study is it's just mad when you think about it, because we always talk about this. If you're a woman and you're pretty, right, then some things in life are just easier than being an ugly dude, right? Because
Yeah, 100%.
just the way society works.
Everything, bro.
It just literally it's back to society.
And one of the things they found is that women plus attractive individuals, so attractive women being the top of that and then spreading down, women and attractive individuals were more likely than men and unattractive individuals to be in the center of their groups. So if you're an unattractive dude, no one's chatting to you.
Mm.
That's really interesting because I would have thought like as a male, because of like just male tendencies and ego and everything, I would have thought there would be more of a leader aspect coming out from more men, aside from the ones that, even you could be ugly and still a good leader. You get me? Like look at Napoleon. Sure.
Yeah,
Bro,
but I think if you're uglier,
Look
you
at
tend to
every
be.
prime minister.
every prime minister.
I feel like it makes sense though. Like if you're ugly, for example, right? I feel like naturally, again, literally, like akin to the point Jay's making here. Throughout, like growing up in society, you'll be more shunned, which means you won't be as much of a leader as others.
100%. That's the
So that
other
also
thing I
makes
feel
sense.
like. Yeah, I feel like that's the other thing that's the undertone here is kind of been neglected. If you're ugly, you're naturally going to be more reserved
Yeah,
and shy anyway. So that kind of plays into here. Like how many ugly people? Because obviously, that man get bullied. Simple as, right?
That's the
That's
way
character
society
building, bro.
works, bro.
It's the way society works.
There is one
Uh,
thing that didn't come up that I'm kind of surprised by. Now, I don't know if it just wasn't conclusive, so they didn't write about it. But I'm kind of surprised that guys didn't group up with a bunch of guys and women group up with a bunch of women. It seems
They
like
say
it was
cross.
quite diverse.
That's interesting because you would think so, especially if it's a task-oriented environment.
Especially ugly guys
I've
as
always
well.
experienced throughout all like wherever I've been through guys with guys, girls with girls for the most part.
Bro,
So
isn't
when
it?
it comes to
The dynamic.
tasks, though, when it comes to tasks, Oh,
If
yeah,
you,
guys and
if
guys.
you,
you
yeah,
said.
obviously if you
Yeah,
choose
exactly.
in it where your groups you're in or whatever, you're always gonna
Yeah.
like guys with guys, girls with girls. That's what always like
100
throughout high
million
school,
percent.
uni, whatever.
Yeah.
Always experience secondary
Especially
school.
ugly guys because of low confidence. They'll just be
Yeah, that's true.
100%.
You're less
children
likely to go
anyway.
up to a pretty girl for sure.
So what you're telling me is opposites don't attract. Fantastic.
We're screwed, lads.
Yeah. Been lied my whole life.
There we go.
Yeah.
Be interesting to know what you all think. Can't lie, my room is 400 degrees. I'm sweating bollocks, and I've been needing to go to the toilet for the last 60 minutes. So I'm ending this episode whether you like it or not. Cheers for turning up to this episode. To all of you watching, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know. Link to in the description as always at the Atypical Podcast on all platforms. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Take care.